My heart. What I was gonna say. I want to add just a side note. My heart actually goes out to these Congolese boys that are raised to be abused, that are abused out of consequence. Not necessarily because they're evil people and they want to abuse, but because it's what they've seen. And my heart goes out to men that need help. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the time we talk about the victims. We're here, we're standing. We're women, we're in our flesh. But if we're really gonna zoom out, we understand that it's a two-part. There's two narratives. Why is it that you're an abuser in the first place, right? And I wanted to talk about, okay, well, you as an abuser, what's going through your mind? You know what I'm saying? And how can we help our Congolese boys, our African boys to get out? Like, what do we need in our community that, like, older men can teach younger men now how to be men in their house?
We need those men that are willing to teach those younger men.
Yeah, like that's because because we talk a lot and there's a lot of like me too and and I don't want us to always just fall in that narrative of me too. If you're suffering, come out, speak out about it. It's great to speak out, but then everyone starts to bash the husband and the husband falls into a black hole.
Maybe the
and
men need help.
We don't care about the black husband kind of just fades and everyone's
just
empowering the woman.
One of the things that we've said is the reason, at least what we have concluded as to why some men do this is because it's accepted or they find it that it's normal. Do you get what I mean? So one of the ways of breaking that cycle, or at least making them understand that c'est pas normal.
Yeah.
It's not something that you can or should even be doing. Is to now have these people speak out so that like the Congolese society can shame this behavior. That way, before you even go like this,
but also what's important, I get what she's saying. Not only speaking out is very important, and yes, shaming the behavior, but it's also
condemning. Sorry, not condoning.
Condemning.
Yeah, condemning the behavior. Yeah, condemning the behavior, but also
understanding why is it psychological.
Where does it stem from?
Where it stems from.
It's men. It's also providing help for those men.
Yeah.
It's also creating, mentorship programs for those men.
Changing
because
the narrative.
Because oftentimes, abusers and stuff like that, it sparks from something. Maybe something that you seen your uncle abuse your aunt, or your dad abuse your mom, or you have an anger issue, but it sparks from something that now you're acting out, right? And sometimes it's not not to say that it's okay, no matter what or how it happens or whatever sparks it, it's not okay, because not everyone that's been abused has to become an abuser. So there's always a choice in the narrative that you want to make in your life. God gave us free will, so it's not that, but it is acknowledging the fact that it does spark from somewhere, and how do we want to openly also voice that we want to provide help for our
men. I feel like we need to understand, and this is why it's good to have men in discussions, because I feel like in order for us to know where we can provide the help, we also need to understand and hear from them as to why. Because I asked that question when the whole the whole situation happened and all with thing. I asked, I'm like, why do you think? Because for me, I can't think like a man does. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yes, but it's the thing is, it's not always about thinking about a man. It's just about being inclusive.
Being understanding.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your reason is. That's
no,
okay.
Okay, wait. One thing, because if let's say you have a certain past or you have a behavior, you tend to do certain things a certain way. Like the first thing when you're seeking for professional help, the first thing that professional is gonna try to do is to what? They're gonna ask you stories. Yeah. They're gonna try to understand where is that coming from. Because when you can figure out the root of that, at that point you would know how to offer help. Like, for example, like you said, it could be something that they've experienced, they've seen it, they've experienced themselves. Maybe somebody has inflicted abuse on them and they're just now inflicting abuse on somebody. So if you know that that's where that comes from, at that point you're able to now see where we can offer help for that person. Do you get what I mean?
No, I agree.
Those that are doing the abusing have to be willing to, because it's like,
but they need to be caught.
No, yeah, they need to be caught. Even if you're caught and stuff like that, if you're not willing to change, ain't nobody can change you, right? It's the same. It's the same thing. Abuse, a pedophile, a drug addict, and stuff like that. Nobody can change you until you've decided to change, right? So it's if you're the abuser, right? Until you've taken in that, you know what, yes, I do have a problem, and that, yes, I want to change to become a better man, and nobody can help you.
But I feel like that's also women's responsibility. So when you were in this relationship and he was abusing the first time, it was up to you to educate him the first time that this is not okay. The second time that this is not okay. A lot of these issues that are coming out is happening because we are enduring it, which is what we said is the problem. So 2 things need to happen. Women need to at least not tolerate from the jump. Like we're talking, because some of these things happen while they're dating and they got married anyway. You know what I mean? So women have to start with this, like, I'm not tolerating this from the jump. And on the flip side, we have to have love, compassion, and we need to pray for these men. You know what I'm saying? Because
and provide them with
the support, of course. Because it is a problem, yes, that it's happening. But yes, women are coming out and they're talking about it and rah 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 rah. And we have all this empowerment, but we need men empowerment as well. That's it.
Yeah, so that's why we're gonna have men on the show. Stay tuned in.
Yeah.
Oh, we're filming that?
Yeah, it was on.
Okay.
It's good. It could still be a side note, or it'd be like you thought it was over, but we still had more to say, or however y'all go insert that.
I think it's really important because we're women and we have to be mindful all the time about the men. Because listen, I don't know about y'all, I've been seeing some men followers. So I mean, like,
you gotta cater to them too.
I need to cater to them as well.
That's why we're gonna have some men.
I'm here for the fellas. Not
and
like
that.
Yeah, that's why it's like
no. And the fellas are here for you.
We can talk. We can talk all we want. We can talk all we want about why they do this, but I feel like it's different when you hear from their perspective.
That's great. Yeah. It's good to hear from them, but regardless of what you hear, we all know that it's bad.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's what I was gonna say. We all know that whatever you're gonna bring us, it's a bad thing. So because it's a bad thing, let's stop it by preventing it in the first place. So you as a man in this generation, stop teaching your sons to literally sit down and be angry and have these expectations of what women like. You have to change the way your sons think and how your daughters think. Empower your daughters to be like, no, if a guy does this, you can't allow that. Not in friendship, not in and abuse does not mean slapping and hitting and pushing. Abuse is even in the mind. If you feel like you are a slave in your home, that is abuse.